Welcome to From the Bottom to the Top Idaho edition. Get ready for an epic journey as we embark on a mission to transform the underdogs of Idaho into champions. In 75 seasons of football, Idaho has only 3 bowl wins and 1 conference championship. My goal is to take this team, which is the worst in NCAA09, you can look, they're the worst, and make them national champions. Now, for this challenge, I only have 5 years to get Idaho a championship, which is going to be very tough to do. As you can tell, this roster is nowhere near championship caliber, and getting recruits to come to Moscow is going to be a challenge. Definitely not a recruiting hotbed. In real life, they would only go 2-10 this season, so I have a huge hill to climb. Lastly, my goal is to keep a format of 3 games in an episode and keep it under 10 minutes. I want to make it quick, rapid fire, fast. So let me know in the comments if you like this or you want something different. Just let me know. Without further ado, get ready to join the Vandals journey on YouTube. It's time to rewrite some history. It's time to hopefully get a title. And we shall see if David Mills is our QB. Let's go. All right, we're taking on Arizona Wildcats, and they went 5-7 last year, and they have the Gronkowski brothers on their team. Let's get going. Number 7 drops back for his first throw, and he jukes a guy number 10, and we finally get a tackle from Walker. 7's looking good to start the game. Can we stop him? He throws it over the middle. Walker steps up and gets a huge pick. Number 36, Walker with the pick, and he's going to drive us back into the 35. McKinley now gets his chance to shine, and he finds a dart to White, who gets us our first TD of the season. Idaho is off to a great start early in the first, but 7 really wanted to answer, and they're just dicing us in the third game. They can hit every pass. We are just hoping they make mistakes. He hits us again. Walker tries to make the diving tackle, and he misses, and it's gone. It's over. It's a touchdown. 7-7 Arizona. This game is going to be interesting. McKinley back at it later in the first quarter. Tries to thread the needle, and it's an easy pick for number 6 from Arizona. And oh no, here we go. It's trouble, but Wilson luckily makes the tackle. Our defense would hold them midway through the second and hold them to a field goal, and that would be huge because now it's only 10-7. Later in the second, McKinley trying to drive again, fakes it to Hobbs, drops back, tries to find our tight end over the middle, and throws his second pick of the day, and it's not going to get better. The defense is trying to hold late in the second, and what can they do? Well, they're going to give up a touchdown. Later, we would actually bench McKinley for Mills, see if that will help going to the third. 7 drops back again, and Conception finds the interception, and he's going down the sideline. No one is in his way, and Conception's going to get the pick 6, going to get us back in this ballgame. It is now 17-14. Idaho trying to get back. Mills now at quarterback, and he wanted to throw the interception party, and sadly 32 wanted to join the pick 6 party because, yep, that's going to be a pick 6. Now it's 24-14. Later in the third, Arizona driving again, and Arizona is going to get stopped there. 2nd and goal. Can we stop him again? And Walker comes up with his second pick of the day. A huge stop, but our offense is not doing anything because Arizona has the ball back here in the fourth. Our offense is stalled out. Cannot figure out the passing game at all. Hands the ball off to 30. 30 makes Brooks miss, and it's a touchdown, Wildcats. Now it is getting out of hand. 38-14. Late in the fourth, we find our tight end over the middle, Cade. Mills starting to get things to go together. Can't find anybody. He decides to take it himself and get it inside the 1. Late in the fourth, can we find a touchdown? 2nd and goal. Mills is going to get stopped at the 1 again. 3rd and goal. We need a touchdown, and he finds White for his second touchdown of the day to make it 38-21. And that's all she wrote, as we're going to take our first loss of the season, 38-22. All right, we don't have much time to think about that first loss because we're back at it against FCS West at home, and White gets us started with a beautiful return. This is a game we got to win, got to get back on the right track. We're not playing a very good opponent. Let's see if we can get some numbers and get our guys going. Hobbs gets the carry. This is our first time really seeing him in action, and he's going to take a beautiful run down to the 1, and then McKinley says, hey, I'll finish off the job and get the touchdown to give us a 7-0 lead. Now on the defensive side of the ball, they do the fake handoff, and 13 finds Brooks, who gets his first pick of the season, and then decides to do a little couple jukes, join the juke party, and not really getting anywhere with it, but hey, got a good pick back on defense because their offense is kind of stalling out later in the first. And we get another pick. Tetzel gets a pick and leads us to set us up for an easy touchdown for McKinley to get us up with his second rushing touchdown of the day, 14-0. Defensive highlight, you know what that means. It's going to be a pick, and it's going to be Walker. The guy's just been owning the secondary, and he is going to take this one down to the 20. McKinley now having us inside the 20 on 3rd and goal. What can we do? Well, we can take a long time to snap it, but McKinley steps up, steps back, and finds Rodriguez, who gets in the end zone to give us a 21-0 lead, and we're finally looking good. Later in the second, FCS gets a good drive, and they get a missed field goal, so they get nothing for it. And now it's our turn to drive, and Cade gets the ball. He puts on the wheels. Oh my goodness, thank goodness we're not playing a good opponent because he is slow as can be. And then I accidentally just messed up there, but Cade finds a way to score. Did not mean to do that one. In the fourth quarter now, Brown has the ball, 38-3. He bounces outside. Our backup running back finds the open space and gets a touchdown, 44-3. This game is over. We'd win 52-3. Mills, McKinley both had good days throwing the ball, so both quarterbacks were looking good. Brown and Hobbs had electric days. I might have a little bit of running back battle going on now. And, just all in all, Idaho looked great receiving. Rodriguez, Cade, Williams, Bishop all had good days. But now it's time for Western Michigan. Now we officially take on Western Michigan, who went 5-7 last year, and we are 1-1 going into this game. Western Michigan would find the early touchdown to Bradley and go up 7-0 early in the first. Then on the ensuing kickoff, we got White, and White has been a beast for us in the kick return game. Hasn't taken one back, but on this case, he almost does, but gets stopped about at the 50. We get held to a field goal to make it 7-3. Early in the second quarter, McKinley would do his job and lead us on the drive, and then cap it off with a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 10-7. We would later get a field goal to make it 13-7, and late in the second, we would get this huge, amazing catch from White to get us into touchdown range in the red zone, and Hobbs then finishes it off to make it 20-7. Western Michigan would score a field goal before half to make it 20-10. Early in the third, man, this guy is electric. Brown breaks it for them and scores a touchdown to give them the touchdown to make it a 3-point game. Now White getting another opportunity on the ensuing kickoff. This time he says, you know what, I'm going to go all the way. And White breaks through the first line, and no one's going to catch him because this man is a pure athlete. Makes it 27-17. Midway through the third, well, Bradley says, you know what, I'm a pretty good athlete myself, and he takes it all the way. This is kind of pathetic. I totally missed that one. Graves just has no speed, and then just makes Mallory miss. Man, I really bad. Late in the fourth quarter, it's 27-27. We almost have blown this game. McKinley finds Williams. We're driving, a minute to go. He's forced to scramble, flush out, finds Cade. Cade's able to get himself inside the 32. We're going to run the ball, slow this game down. Hobbs runs it up the middle for a few-yard gain. We're going to delay, and run this clock down. There's 2 seconds left. Western Michigan decides to call timeout, try to ice us. Is the ice going to matter? No, it is not. We're going to nail the field goal. We're going to go to 2-1 on the season, break the ice. Your Vols are 2-1 and 4 games away from making a bowl game. Can we do it? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we got many more to come, hopefully. But we are 2-1 and on our way. We got conference starting next episode, and things are going to get a lot more tricky for the Vols. So stay tuned.